Last February, I set out on a journey to drop my last 10 pounds. February? Who starts a diet in February? Well, if you're serious about your goals, you don't have to wait until January 1st to get started. As I was saying, after taking some time off for the holidays and our week-long excursion to Disney, I was ready to get back at it. Well, not really ready, because who's ready to cut calories, especially when you've been feasting for months? But I decided it was time. And February went well, with me dropping 3.14 pounds the first month. Which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but when you've committed to a slow and steady approach so you actually keep it off, 3 pounds in 1 month can actually be great progress. But the 1/8 of a pound that I lost in March and the pound that I dropped in April, not quite as impressive. And not really doing much to help me reach my goals. But that's not because I'm a big old fatty McFatterson who will never reach her goals, since all of these habits are pointless and weight loss is just impossible anyway, so why even bother? Like my old racing diet mind likes to remind me. It's because in March and April, life happened. And since these days, I'd rather enjoy life than force myself into a strict diet corner, I let it happen. But that doesn't mean I want to be on a never-ending diet either, always working off those last 10 pounds, especially since I've got other goals to reach. So this month, with no big plans on the horizon, I decided it was time to buckle down and drop those last 10, but only at a pace of 3 to 4 pounds per month. Which means I really had to pay attention to calories. But slashing calories too low never works for long before I'm back to this. That's why I follow calorie cycling, where some days I cut calories to 1,500, while other days I eat more, especially on training days. And then there's Saturday night, where I eat a lot more. And this calorie cycling plan is clearly working, since now I'm only 2 pounds away from my goal. Since low-calorie days that keep protein high are the hardest to stick to, let's talk about how I hit 1,500 calories while keeping protein around 150 grams per day. Because if you are serious about a sustainable fat loss plan, then eating at least your target weight in protein is important. When starting a day that's lower in calories than I prefer, I take a page from my keto days and keep carbs low early in the day. This keeps hunger low, so I'm not daydreaming about what to eat next, because my stomach won't stop growling. And that's where these pizza thins come in handy. Because with only 303 calories plus 33 grams of egg white protein, these mini pizzas keep my mind off food for hours. And if your mornings are as busy as mine, then you're in luck, because these take less than 10 minutes to put together, as long as you did a little bit of meal prep earlier that week. So if you are a good little meal prepper, all you have to do is preheat your air fryer, then pop them into the air fryer while gathering the rest of your ingredients. For my pizza thins, I add low sugar sauce, 1.5 ounces of shredded cheese, diced onions, and green peppers, plus a little extra seasoning on top. Pop them back into the air fryer until the cheese melts, which only takes 2 to 3 minutes. Since these are low carb, my hunger stays low until my mid-morning snack. If you can even call it a snack, because it's more of a drink. But it's a drink that keeps me full until my very late lunch, so it's a snack to me. To make this easy hunger buster coffee, I start with a little chameleon cold brew, followed by some coconut milk and water. Then I add in a scoop of collagen, plus some prebiotic fiber and ice. Between the collagen, caffeine, and prebiotic fiber, I'm usually not hungry until at least 2 or 3. And since I love a big dinner, keeping calories low during the day is a great way to stick to a low-calorie plan. For lunch, I usually make a wrap, since these low-carb tortillas are only 70 calories, plus the fiber keeps me full. Today I'm making a barbecue chicken pizza, which has 446 calories with 56 grams of protein. And it's obviously as delicious as it sounds, because this is the 4th time I made one this week. To put it together, preheat your air fryer and spray a low-carb tortilla. Pop it in a crisp while prepping the rest of your ingredients, which really only comes down to chopping 5 ounces of pre-cooked chicken that you meal prepped earlier that week, since being prepared is key to staying consistent. Once the tortilla is crisp, remove it and layer on 1 tablespoon of barbecue sauce, followed by the diced chicken, and top with your favorite veggies, plus an ounce of shredded cheese. Pop it back into your air fryer or toaster oven until the cheese is melted and the chicken is warm, which only takes a few minutes. And that brings me to 850 calories with 103 grams of protein so far. To make sure I stick to 1,500 calories for the day, tonight I'm having this delicious burger wrap. And when I start with 93% lean ground beef, it is easy to keep the calories under control while still hitting my protein goal. To throw this simple meal together, I start by caramelizing the onions. Sprinkle in some sugar, stop freaking out, it only adds 4 calories, and then spread the onions. Cover while occasionally stirring to make sure the onions don't burn. While those are cooking, start browning the beef. While it's browning, spice up the beef with your favorite burger seasonings. I go with garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. Make sure to keep an eye on it while also putting this delicious burger sauce together, which is made up of 2 ounces of mayo, 1 ounce of ketchup, 1 ounce of sweet relish, garlic powder, and paprika. If you like a little spice, just go ahead and add some red pepper flakes. Stir to combine and then stick it in the fridge while you finish up the burger wraps. This is also a great time to start a low-calorie side. To stick closer to 1500 calories, something like air-fried green beans make a great side to burgers. To keep these low-calorie, I add them into a bowl and spray with olive oil cooking spray. Then I season with garlic powder and salt and stir to combine. I pop them into the air fryer for 12 minutes, stirring about halfway through. And these delicious green beans only add 30 calories to your meal, but with all of the nutrients and fiber, they will help keep you feeling full so you stick to your calorie budget. Once I scoop 6 ounces of ground beef into a low-carb tortilla, add some caramelized onions, shredded lettuce, and the sauce. That brings me to 1,396 calories, and I've already exceeded my protein goals at 156 grams. Since a quick dessert keeps me on track, today I'm having 10 ounces of watermelon. While a lot of influencers do their best to scare you away from fruit, as long as you time it correctly, fruit is a great way to keep calories low while keeping your stomach full. I almost said tummy, and my kids hate that. And 10 ounces of watermelon only adds up to 85 calories, bringing my total to 1,482 calories with 158 grams of protein. Of course, there's other ways to get even more protein with those leftover calories as dessert if you fall short at some point during the day. Some of my favorites include protein ice cream, strawberry cheesecake protein yogurt, and protein donut holes. But this is only 1 day's worth of meals to hit my protein goal while keeping calories low. If you want even more meal inspirations that show you how easy getting results with a high protein plan is,
I step up to the mic, gonna make it swing. Feel the rhythm in your bones, let the music sing.